Robinson. They call me Jay.
This is Michael Jeffrey. They call me Mike Jeff.
This is Logan Barnes, and they call me Pounds.
This is Vince Smith, and they call me Vinny.
And this is The Last Dab. Welcome back to the Last Dab podcast. We got a full house tonight.
Woo! We got some guests. Who we got here? We got Isaac Gumby, who we been on in the past.
What's going on, fellas? How we doing today?
Yeah, all right.
Feeling great, brother. Great to have you back.
How you
Hell
doing?
yeah, it's good to be back. Thank you guys for inviting me again.
No problem. We got Dane and Cheveria, man. Been a long time.
New guest in here.
Pumped to be here. Very excited to be here.
Long time no see, man.
Love to have you here, Dave.
Love talking about Star Wars.
And that's what that's what it's about today, right? We got them
Star Wars. I'm talking all the way in.
back and forth. That's like actually.
I mean, Star
is
Wars
it
is one
before
of the
Game
oldest.
of Thrones, or like if you actually take that on a timeline, do you think Game of Thrones would have happened before Star Wars? Because it said like a long time ago, and
If we were going to put it all into one universe, I don't know.
Bro, what?
it's got it.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't make.
They don't have the
You can't mix
technology
those in
for
the
it.
same universe.
Don't they think- yeah,
you can't
I'm
do
just
that
thinking
to
like
me.
the wars. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
Star
it's like
Wars
Star
is
Wars
future,
first.
right? Or wait, what are we talking
Game
about?
of Thrones isn't even
Timeline?
on Earth.
He's saying which do you think
yeah.
would have came first?
didn't
I'd
know
say
that.
Game of Thrones. If it was like, because
A
they're like
timeline type
barbaric,
deal.
not barbaric, but they're like, swords
Yes.
and shit. Star Wars is the future, right?
had it been on that planet.
Yes, had they been on the same planet.
Damn, that's a weird thought.
I don't know how he made the connection, but
Yeah,
I would
I
I don't
say-
know where
Never
he
thought
got
about
Game of
that.
Thrones. That's what
Because
threw me
I was
off.
thinking wars, and I was like, man,
Game of
fucking
Thrones.
people wars, yeah, or just anyways, human.
So
on
like
Earth.
Afghanistan,
Yeah.
Iraq,
Which one came first?
Wars.
currently Ukraine and Russia.
Internal wars.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh my
got
God.
deep.
I was about to say,
There's a lot to
battling
learn.
my demons here, Jared.
Anyways, but
Star Wars is the topic.
yes,
The War of Stars.
that shit is dope though. Like I haven't followed Star Wars as much, as I'd like to. I'd like to understand
Not a
more.
fucking nerd like us, huh?
Dude,
Is
I'd
that what
like
you're
to
trying
be.
say?
I'm
Dude,
interested in becoming more of a nerd.
I've
to be
wanted
honest.
so like recently in the past couple years, like I follow these like Star Wars costume pages, right? And like my favorite characters in all of Star Wars, like Jedi's are cool, Sith's cool, like that. The fucking clones, bro. Those are my
Okay.
favorite, bro.
Okay.
Because like you can modify their armor in any way that you want. Like I see all these people on like these pages, and they got all kinds of 3D printed armor, and like they go to like Comic Con and Star Con and shit like that.
Oh, and it's it's almost
They're
better than the fucking movie.
crazy.
You know,
They're fucking
crazy fact, when they were making The Mandalorian, they ran out of costumes and they ran out of...
For real?
Yeah, troopers, and they
my gosh.
contacted local cosplay groups.
And they made
to
it.
come. Yeah, when it's the scene where Moff Gideon's got them trapped in some bunker,
Oh,
and they're
the-
just
yeah,
raining
the black
hellfire,
troopers,
and then
yeah.
he's got all kinds of. No. It's when he's got all the stormtroopers behind him, and he's just telling them, come out now, or it's.
Oh, when they all come in and save the day, yeah, and they like give their lives basically for them to escape.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I remember that one. I thought that wasn't against Moff. That was against the town. Because when they escaped through the tunnel when Moff was
Moff
fired.
was there. Moff was
yeah.
talking to him. It was. I don't think we're talking about the same scenes, but maybe one of us is wrong. I don't know.
Talking about the stormtroopers or the Mandalorians?
It was stormtroopers.
It was when they have them cornered in that hut. It's like a
Yeah.
The cool thing about that I like is that they actually have people in costumes for that. It's not like a CGI.
Like it was back with
300
Revenge of the Sith. All of the clones were
all
CGI.
Yeah,
Every
they're all
single one
doing
of
the
them.
same.
But
movements
like
and
they did
shit.
such a good job that like it hooked me. Like in
Yeah.
episode 2, like I was so hooked on
Oh,
the
yeah.
clones. Like when I play Star Wars games, I play the clone character first. Like I play a RPG like World of Warcraft, but it's like Star Wars lore, but it's like way back in time, and it's actually like in the timeline. and it's really cool. Like you can just play through it. So every time I play, I always start with the fucking clone character first because it's just like my go-to.
Hell yeah.
And I've always wanted to like go to a cosplay wearing like a full armor with like purple stripes.
Isn't it
on
in the
and shit.
springtime? Let's go.
They do all of them like
dude,
all
you
year
can go
round.
any-
Like
yeah, there's shit.
Go to
all
any
the
city,
time.
bro, and they'll have one. That's the thing about Star Wars, dude. It's beyond big.
Yeah. So
50 years ago,
let's
they made-
dial it, or if you guys want to talk about like, let's dial it down to like each episode real fast, just to break it down for those who may not be.
I need to see
on
the
same-
linear.
Okay, well, we'll start
Direction.
with the original trilogy. Would you two start with the original trilogy as your for a viewing
So
order?
if you're going to watch it as a brand new, never watched Star Wars before, you have to watch the original 3 first. I feel
You
like
have to make you have to watch it in release.
So that is episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Because if you go in,
That's called the
knowing that
original trilogy.
you're gonna hear.
Back 77, 80.
yeah.
You need to just watch them in chronological order.
And because like I tried to get my ex into it, right? She loved the first 3 episodes, which are not the newest 3 from Disney, but like they came out when I was a kid. Like I went and saw every single one of them in theaters. It was
That's actually a shocker
amazing.
because I feel like Phantom Menace is a hard movie to get people into Star Wars with.
Dude, the pod race for me got me
Yeah.
hooked. Like
I
that
love
shit
pod
was
race.
tight to me.
It's the ships that they're in little pods that they're in their pods.
Oh, so no, they have like it's like,
It's like a dune buggy thing kind of thing.
but it's got like
2 jet engines coming off of it.
Oh, okay,
They're
yeah.
fucking badass.
So that's when he's younger, right? That's when Anakin Skywalker is younger. Okay, see, I know that much. I do know.
That's episode 1.
I did see that when I was younger. I did see the first 3 for
So
sure.
episode 4 is
New Hope.
called A New Hope. Yeah, that's when you first meet Luke Skywalker. First meet the opening scene. You meet Princess Leia and Darth Vader.
Okay, then I
Yeah.
think I've seen that.
And you know, at that point, you don't know that they're related.
yeah, especially if you watch it that way. Like if you watch it the original 3, like you wouldn't. I don't even think. Well, I don't even think does Anakin realize that Leia? Yeah, I don't even think so. Anakin, who is Darth Vader, had twins with his wife, and she died.
All of that is what drove him to become Darth Vader.
Yeah, and
All
so
of it
he didn't
was-
even know that. He thought the children died too, because that's what.
Oh,
his
that's
ma-
why he's evil.
Yeah.
all that pain, all that anger.
No, he had already
Well, he
what
killed his
made him
wife.
evil was what drove him to the dark side is he thought that the dark side of the Force could help save Padme in childbirth. He was getting visions. In episode 1, he was a slave, like a little slave boy, and then he was
And then he got one in a bet.
yeah.
like a typical slave.
And,
Like,
and then they just like left his mom there to like rot.
Really though.
and it was a roll of the dice.
They bet on him on the race, and he didn't know that. He was betting on his freedom, pretty much. Like they bet on him, and if he won, he was gonna be free. He didn't know that though, racing at the time.
I didn't know that he didn't know that. I didn't know that
Yeah.
tiny little thing. I didn't know that he didn't know that.
Does that change?
They arrived.
Because
Going
at the
back.
beginning, Qui-Gon didn't even go in knowing that he was going to get him, but he just, as soon as they were about to take off and go get to the starting line, he went up to him and was like, how much for basically how much for the boy? And
The
he
reason
was like,
he wanted him, so
he could feel his
well,
strength in the Force.
Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, master and apprentice. They're in these negotiations with this other republic. What's it called?
Well, the Trade Federation.
Yes, the Trade Federation. In like a political battle, they're trying to take over this planet. They're trying to negotiate with them.
So
and
they
get
barricade the whole
ambushed.
planet.
Yeah, they get ambushed. They take off to Tatooine, land on Tatooine, and then they discover Anakin, and he
Who's
takes
like the
his,
chosen one in the Force. Like
he takes his
like a legend.
Midichlorians?
Like a legend.
Qui-Gon, yeah,
technically.
it's midichlorians. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah,
midichlorians. It's
midichlorians.
basically like you have such.
It's like a way of measuring how in
Force
depth with the
sensitive
Force
you
you
are.
are. Yeah, the Force is this living being around everybody that you
Force
can
is
draw from.
everything.
Okay, so break down. So everybody who has the Force, so they obviously sense.
Everybody is a part of the Force.
Has their own strength in the Force. Just some people have enough to be able to like,
Use it.
use it.
Everybody is connected through the Force.
Gotcha.
Everybody is there.
All living
but only
things,
so many
yeah.
people can use it, and those are Force
In
sensitive.
one movie, like a bunch of people get killed, and one of the Jedis can feel everybody dying in the Force, and they like crumble to their
Oh,
knees.
wow.
That'd be Yoda. That'd be Master Yoda.
He said
He felt. He felt.
Yeah, that guy, just a 300, 400 years old.
So
or
it goes
something
from
like that.
Anakin winning his freedom to, okay, now they want to make him a Jedi. Qui-Gon gets killed in a battle with Darth Maul, which is another Sith.
Oh man.
And then Obi-Wan now has to take on Anakin as his apprentice. Qui-Gon Jinn was planning on taking him as his apprentice, and like, Obi-Wan's ready, you can go on your own, but Qui-Gon dies.
Qui-Gon was
But
about
now
to
he
leave
has
the
to take
Jedi.
over.
Was about to leave the Jedi to train Anakin. He would have literally left just to train Anakin because he was like that confident that he was the chosen one.
Qui-Gon Jinn actually was not as.
This is Liam Neeson in the movies.
Yeah, the bad motherfucker.
I will find you.
Who actually like knew how to use a sword.
Yeah.
So like going into filming this, everybody was like, "Whoa, what the fuck, dude?"
Wow.
Because he just came in there whipping that thing around, knew what he was doing.
That's dope.
Yeah, and like the reason why he took Anakin and why Anakin was such a high interest is because Anakin had the highest midichlorian count of record.
And that's the Force.
That is basically
So he could
like,
feel it basically. Like
He could feel how powerful Anakin Skywalker was.
They can test his blood for that, and he's like, holy shit, this is...
And like all his life,
Pure.
he had been like,
Motherfucker thorough.
Yeah, he's like, I have to get this kid off this
He
planet.
did. He doesn't have a father. He was conceived through the Force. I don't know how we didn't get
Yeah.
to that.
This
Wow.
is how religious plays in the Star
Exactly.
Wars too.
That's exactly what I felt.
There are religious themes within all good versus evil, no light without darkness.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Jesus, kind of.
redemption. The whole Star Wars prequel, the trilogy, the original trilogy, is about Anakin's redemption, how he becomes from fallen Jedi to Darth Vader to now circling back around to the Chosen One, which brings balance to the Force.
And that was the whole thing about the Chosen One, is bring balance to the Force. And it's weird, everybody thinks that he wasn't. That was like that's what's great about Star Wars, is it leaves it up to personal opinions.
Okay.
Because is he the Chosen One? And I think they don't clarify that because
They never like close.
they want to
on,
make it out
this-
like the Chosen One is supposed to be this huge
yeah,
hero.
you never know if it's actually him or if it's really his son. Luke.
But the
Like,
Force
Yeah.
is not a good or bad thing.
Right. It can just be
It
manipulated.
is there. It is neutral. It is how you use it. And so somebody there to, what was it? Balance the Force.
Yeah.
They did. They brought it down. There was 10,000 Jedi.
Yeah,
and
Jedi
like
Order,
two or three Sith. And they neutralized. They definitely evened that out.
yeah. More
Yeah,
so
there was original Jedi Order within those prequels to what that raised Anakin. He was raised under Obi-Wan. They went on all these missions
it was
together.
like a time of peace. Like there really
Yeah,
wasn't a whole
the
lot
Jedi
of war.
Knights ruled everything. The whole time, Sidious, Emperor Palpatine.
Who is like basically the leader of the whole entire like universe.
He's a big political the political structure of the Star Wars universe is very weird.
Yeah.
And it's a universal political system.
That's what
I don't
we're
even know
heading
how to-
towards.
You got like an outer rim, like full outlaws and shit.
They have to put the shit in the movies. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about the people who like produce
Run
this
the shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's almost like they have to reveal themselves like lightly. Like the same thing with
That's how they don't burst, bro.
Right, yeah,
The
keep it all
fucking
in.
evilness, bro. I'm telling you, bro. For real.
I wanted to bring up one fucking Matrix, the Chosen One, Neo, and then you look at the Nebuchadnezzar, the ships that they're riding, everything. It's like it ties in like religiously. Other movies do that shit, but also what I wanted to bring up was that with everything, like I was like, whenever I was a kid, I was like, yeah, what's the war? Like why are we fighting? You know what I mean? I didn't understand that as a kid going into it.
What
But
the Star Wars?
yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to Star Wars is like I was like, you know what? Even with Matrix though too. And now that I'm thinking about that, you know what I mean? Like why is everybody like fighting for it? But it seems like that's like that it's something that's manipulated by like higher uppers. You know what I mean? Higher
Yeah.
people like.
And we're just stuck in the crossfire.
Yeah. It's like everybody's out there struggling, have to either fight or survive. die.
Literally
It's
the
like,
same thing there.
And that's the tragedy
So
about
we
Anakin.
roll after episode 2. You roll into the fall of the Jedi, the Order 66. I was gonna ask you guys about how big the ramifications were about that. Like that's like a trivial moment in the fall of the Republic and the fall of the whole Jedi Order and everything. Like
how I would put Order 66
well, explain it first to them because they don't know probably know what we're talking about.
Nothing. Yeah. We got to break it down for the
It's
followers.
one of like
too.
just the craziest and just most emotional things to ever be in a, I guess, fictional series. I would say Order 66 is probably one of the biggest things I've seen in a series. It for the entire Clone Wars, for the first 2 movies, you had Senator Palpatine was literally playing chess on both sides.
Good and evil. He was the leader of the evil guys, and like trying to become the leader of the good guys.
Snake.
He was
That's a
the
snake.
greatest villain of all time is Emperor Palpatine.
Like 20 years before he came to power, he literally put an order in for like 10 billion clones. That's the clone army. So he
Qui-Gon was starting to unfold that, wasn't he? Like,
Qui-Gon was starting to figure out that he had made this army, and so he had to fucking kill him and sent Darth Maul to do it. And I mean, Darth Maul did a great job. Sadly, I feel like if Qui-Gon would have survived, we would have had a totally different.
Wait. I thought Darth Maul was sent to kill Anakin.
No, he was sent to kill Qui-Gon.
Okay, because I remember in
No,
the first movie
because
him flying by. So then when he and he just literally was just gonna kill a random child for no reason.
Darth Maul was
whatsoever.
actually sent to kill Padme Amidala.
yeah,
That's
They were
right.
trying to murder her.
yeah, so he could become senator. Yeah.
Break down the 66 though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We got to get there. We got to get there. It's basically like
All the clones were
entire
like
clone army
programmed.
there was a neurological chip implanted into their brain. There was a neurological chip implanted into their brain to keep them under control. Nobody knew about it, and then Palpatine sent out a little hologram, execute Order 66. Some of the most chilling words in all of any series you're ever going to hear. And at that moment, the entire clone army turned on everybody that they protected, everybody that they fought with, everybody with no choice.
And the people that they were fighting, who were literally just droids that were programmed, they just stopped fighting the clones because obviously the one guy is controlling both sides, and they literally were just hunting down Jedi.
And I mean, 10,000 Jedi died within 24 hours. Every scene, there was...
So basically, Order 66 was like a genocide.
That's when Anakin,
Yes.
his first evil act was going to the Jedi Temple and slaughtering all the younglings.
I wouldn't say that was first. I think
okay,
Mace
yeah.
Windu, it was when Mace Windu, actually Anakin Skywalker went to confront Senator Palpatine. For Anakin's entire life, Palpatine was manipulating him. He was slowly seducing him to the dark side of the Force. From this time that he was a little child, he knew how powerful he was. He saw it coming.
Literally.
He manipulated the entire thing, everything from start to finish, and that's what makes I'll stand by that. Palpatine's the greatest villain to ever.
He plays the
It'll
long
never
game.
be top. It'll never be top.
Like 20, 30 years.
40
Well,
years.
actually,
some
yeah.
petty business right there, bro.
It was the great. It is, but
Murdered his master too.
yeah, the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. That's a big Star Wars thing. We'll get into that probably next.
What about another question on there?
Isaac, I was gonna ask. You kind of already went into it, but I was gonna ask you how it would have been different if Qui-Gon had survived, like training Anakin, I guess.
So Qui-Gon. So I watch a lot of like people who break down like stuff on YouTube.
Star Wars theory.
Yeah, Star Wars theories and stuff like that on YouTube. And there's a bunch of books about, like how Qui-Gon was, Liam Neeson's character was like planning basically to leave the order because his master, who is one of the main villains in the first three in the trilogy, Count Dooku, he actually left and became the apprentice to the leader of the dark side. But I feel like Qui-Gon was going to leave and train Anakin to be more like,
Of a gray Jedi.
yeah, gray Jedi are like,
What exactly is that?
It's a rogue Jedi.
it's like a monk basically, but like they're more for the people. They
A
don't
Batman.
They don't care about the political stance.
they just want to help people.
They are doing right and wrong.
That's all Qui-Gon ever wanted to do. He only ever wanted to help other people. So when he got killed, it definitely had an impact on Anakin because he was the one that got Anakin and was going to train him and basically train him to become the chosen one. Obi-Wan, when Qui-Gon died, that's when he became a Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
And then he had to take on Anakin right then and there because if not, the Order was just going to kick him out.
I heard a thing earlier that said Qui-Gon was supposed to be the father that Anakin never had, but Obi-Wan ended up becoming the best friend instead of the father.
Instead
that
of
he
the
needed.
father. And then at the end of their
That seems to happen
friendship-
with a lot of moms nowadays. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
moms just becoming the best friend.
I mean, they can't
Hey,
do both.
girls. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What were we talking about? Star Wars?
Star Wars?
But like Obi-Wan wasn't too keen on taking in Anakin.
Because he
Qui-Gon
didn't
was the
believe in
only-
him. He didn't believe in him.
And also, Anakin was a lot older than kids typically are when they are taken into the Jedi Order. They are taken
Figure out that you're a Jedi. They take you at like when you're
very freshly.
It's like Avatar
born.
shit.
They don't want you to have attachments to like your family because
That was one where Qui-Gon was like he could draw. No, yeah, he could draw. You're not supposed to love anything when you're a Jedi because that leads to attachments. That leads to fear of losing the attachments. That leads to the dark side.
yeah, and Anakin literally fell into fear in all 3 of the first episodes.
Lost his mom.
What's Yoda saying? Fear leads to hate. Anger leads to.
Hate leads to suffering. Or no, it all leads to suffering. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
And that is Anakin's entire story, right there. Those 4 words, those 4 main words. That is Anakin's entire story.
So like he was so powerful in the Force that he actually saw a vision of his mother being captured on his home planet after she became like a free woman. And he went to the planet, found her, didn't kill anybody yet, but found her like in a very bad state, and she literally died in his arms. And then he literally killed everybody.
And not just the men,
Children.
but the women and the children too.
Using the Force at this time? Oh, lightsaber. Okay.
yeah.
Slaughtered. That was like his like.
That's
was
where
the
he
moment.
started his fall.
That was the moment that.
And then that's what led to the fear of losing Padme. So
Because
that's
he
why he's
lost
like-
his mom, and he was like, I'm never going to. He literally said, I will never lose you, Padme.
And then Padme got pregnant.
Well,
and
underlying, they're married in secret.
Yeah, so as a Jedi, you're not allowed to be married.
yeah, and also Padme is a very, very powerful political figure.
Yeah, like,
Very
literally,
powerful.
she's had her.
Like we said, Darth Maul was sent to kill Padme.
Is there?
Yeah, so she's like.
She's top bitch.
Yeah,
Is this to open up so like they can start their order?
Another weird thing about
later
all
on?
of this is Anakin was like
Yeah,
9.
so-
Like they're
when
trying to,
17-year-old
they have a
her fell in love with
relationship,
him.
and they're like, Anakin's like, I need to leave the Jedi.
Yeah,
let's just run
Anakin
away.
wanted to leave because he wanted to just take care of his children, but
Yeah.
everything was going on with the war, and he just felt like he couldn't leave because they were basically losing. Because the way Sidious had it planned out was he had so many droids manufactured that he spread all of the Jedi so thin on these planets. It's like one Jedi to every like 10 planets. Like literally, that's how short-staffed they were. And so these Jedi had to keep jumping around, and they were always just fucking tired. And so they lost their guard. And then when he finally got the full control over the Senate, he turned on the Jedi, and they, like, basically
Fucked 'em
extinct
up.
in a day.
I think it was. I don't think any of it would have been possible. Like you said, it was once he got full control of the Senate. I think it was. I think he could have done it with Anakin, just with Anakin, without the Senate. Even if the Senate even if he didn't get full control of the Senate, the second that Anakin turned it was over. It was over. He
I don't
sat in
know.
that temple and killed dozens upon dozens of Jedi masters, one-on-one, taking them all on by himself. He slaughtered all of them.
There weren't very many masters there. There never were very many masters at the temple.
They were
because
all
they were
spread
always spread out. The only people who were at the temple were like training knights that either one couldn't be in service, because most of the time with a Jedi they always had an apprentice. Like every knight has
You
to
got to
have an
replace me, kind of.
Yeah. So once the knight becomes a master, the apprentice becomes the knight, and then
It just keeps recycling.
It's a recyclable, forever produce.
That's how they keep it going.
Yeah.
But also,
So
there's a lot of things that pushed Anakin to the dark side. There wasn't just Padme. The
a lot of
council,
ego stuff.
He had a huge ego. He never stopped trying to prove himself to everybody.
He's the chosen one.
he thought he was better than everybody.
But
he really was.
and he could. I mean, he
Not a
was.
good combination.
He
Hey,
was.
and Sidious did him in good, because one day Sidious sent him and was like, because the Jedi are their own sect. They're not controlled by the Senate. You can't. The Senate can't control what they do, but they
That's
can.
like the governmental
they can
thing, the
advise them.
politics
Yeah.
and shit.
Well, one day Sidious said, "You're to Anakin," because one of the masters has just died in battle, and they were like, "You're gonna have my seat on the council," because Sidious knew that would make the council mad, because they already hated Sidious, because Sidious had been. Because of the war, his term got extended 10 years. Way, yeah. So the Jedi were fed up, and they were like, we need to get him the fuck out of office. And so
Sounds
he
like
knew,
this
He's
last.
literally Joe Biden.
I was waiting for someone to say something. That's funny.
but yeah, so he sent him to the Jedi Council, and to sit on the council, you have to be a master. And when he walked in, they were like, we grant you this seat on the council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
And that drove him fucking mad.
He said, this is outrageous.
he said,
outrageous I've ever
yeah, I
seen.
know, right?
Literally, he said, this is outrageous. This has never been done in the
He was
history.
planning though, wasn't
But
he?
he was only 22 years old at the
Compared
entire
to-
time.
To compare to most of the masters who were in their 40s.
Way old. I mean, Yoda's fucking 9,000 years old.
I'm finally a master.
Yoda has been the Grand Master for
Happy.
400 years.
He's 900 years old.
Their
not
species
9,000.
lives to be thousands of years, because
He's a cool
Baby
motherfucker.
Yoda, if you've ever watched,
Yep.
if you ever seen him, he's 56
Yeah,
years
he's
old.
Yeah, he's a
fucking
baby
50.
still.
That little
That-
baby
yeah.
on his shirt is 50
He
years
said,
old, dude.
"What is it? I'm 7, but I look a lot older."
Benjamin Button.
He's low key got Benjamin Button.
He's really looking rough for 57 though. I mean, it's really
Yeah, he already got gray
not
hair.
too far.
Dude, you should see Yoda.
That's their
at,
race, though.
800 years old.
When he's fucking, that's the thing. He gets.
I wish we could play clips of it. That'd be funny.
I'm sure you can.
Just
edit
some
him
of the original
or just little little pictures. You could put
So
a little
back in the
picture of
day-
him right here.
back in the day as Yoda, they had a literal puppet.
Yeah,
For real? For
ugly
real.
ass
It
puppet.
was hilarious.
He's ugly as hell.
Back in the first ones
yeah,
that came out.
the ones that came out in
Well,
1968.
he's only in 2 of them, but yeah, they have a literal puppet.
And he's old, raggedy ass, ugly as hell.
Someone was using that
900 years
puppet.
old,
Mental.
yeah.
He's literally mentally crazy.
Abusing
he
the
has
puppet,
not, He doesn't really have
Beats him
any
in the head
clue.
with a stick.
Yeah, dude, it's hilarious.
You got another question on there?
Yeah.
What else we got?
He's got some good questions on there.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was gonna talk about we can talk about the family ties as we go into episode 4 too. So episode 4, you meet Luke and Leia as they're older, because at the in episode 3.
They're brother and sister, and they
So the
eventually
Jedi
have kids.
Jedi
He kissed
order,
his sister.
Jedi
Oh
order,
my
the Jedi order falls. Obi-Wan and Anakin fight. Anakin's so injured that he gets burned by lava.
Literally, arms and legs cut off. Had one arm.
That's how he became Darth, right?
Never got.
I have the high ground.
Yeah, I remember that.
He jumps,
Sliced
arms
off
off.
3 different limbs, both legs
one
and
slice.
arms. And he already had one arm missing at the time, so he's lost all of his limbs.
That's why he becomes Darth Vader with the
Right.
suit. He has to breathe. 'Cause
And
he's-
at that time, when he became when he got the suit, he lost so much power. But yet he was still
Palpatine
so
could
fucking
control
powerful.
Palpatine could control how much he actually gave Darth, because in some of the comics, like literally there's times where Palpatine would purposely adjust Vader's suit to where it'd be harder for him to have a battle, so that way it would actually challenge
The
Vader.
even kind of
Yeah,
type deal.
yeah, because Vader was like, if you
So
look at any of
powerful.
the
Bring down
comics,
spaceships.
yeah,
Like,
literally.
hey,
Oh my god.
so powerful.
That was beautiful.
Hey,
That was
hey, are we
beautiful.
gonna talk about Starkiller on this?
We can.
Yeah, he
Oh
brought
my
up video games. I mean, that's not canon anymore.
But what was the question you asked?
Well, I was gonna
The
go
family
into
ties?
Family ties.
yeah. So Padme, as this is happening, Padme dies. His wife.
has the two babies, Luke and Leia,
He was having visions of her dying in childbirth, and that's
like
what,
his mom.
just like his mom. And he was bound determined to not let that happen.
She gives birth to Luke and Leia, the twins.
Right after the Duel of Fates, right after him and Anakin and Obi-Wan are fucking having one of the greatest battles you're ever gonna see on a TV. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's fucking beautiful.
She dies.
He kind of puts her there. He kind of put her into labor.
Dr. Dre the bitch.
Hey, Palpatine even told him that he killed her. Yeah. At the
That was a lie, though. That was a lie.
It wasn't
She died
a
of
lie.
a broken heart. Wasn't it?
so
Right?
sad.
That's dumb.
I mean, Anakin only choked her out for like 2 minutes straight. Like,
That might have had something to do with it. You're dead.
Anakin doesn't know the twins are born. He
While
just
he's
thinks
fighting,
He
like
just
you
thinks
said?
she died,
he was
and the
almost
kids.
dead.
Yeah. So they split the twins between Tatooine.
and Alderaan.
Yeah, his stepbrother, right?
It
Owen?
was. I think it was his uncle.
No, that
That's
was
Luke's uncle. I think it's his stepbrother because
Owen? Uncle Owen. Yeah, it's Uncle Owen.
that's
Shmi's brother.
that was
Schmeagol.
Anakin's husband.
No, his son. It was his son.
Oh yeah, his son because
So
he
it's his
died.
stepbrother.
Yeah.
It's his
You're
Uncle
right.
Uncle Owen. That's where Luke goes. Leia becomes a princess in this other place.
Of another political.
That's what leads into Episode 4, which is the original movie.
Yeah, it was actually just called Star Wars.
Yeah, just called Star Wars.
Until I think it was until they came out with
Phantom.
the Phantom Menace that they called that A New Hope because they started the new trilogy. But when they went in to make Star Wars, it was a one movie thing. They had no future tie. They went into that movie with nothing. And they just, half of the cast didn't even go to see it at release because they had like no faith and
They're like,
nobody
this is
thought
just
it was
gonna be
gonna
a one and
anything.
done.
And then 50 years later, it's one of the biggest fucking things in the world.
So let me ask you this: how on point was Family Guy?
The Star Wars episode.
Blue.
Bro, so
I heard
good.
it was actually.
It's
Have you
good.
seen
I heard
it?
it was
The whole
pretty like.
trilogy is good.
Like, I mean, they break down the original 3 in a pretty good amount of time.
I would
mean,
love to see them keep going.
They're trying to get that couch in the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold it.
Is Meg not actually in Star Wars, or was
She's
that
a-
just?
no.
She's the fucking creature.
She
She's
actually
every episode. She's a different creature.
Yeah, she's like a different creature because they just hate Meg.
she was Jabba, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I like how Cleveland was had an afro as R2.
She was the monster in the
Yeah.
trash pit in 1. I remember
yes,
that.
Yes.
She was
When they
monster.
launch out of the shuttle, he's like, "You gotta hide my weed." With
Oh, bro. Family Guy.
Bro, a lot. I learned. I was able to like follow along with
It's actually
Star Wars
follows
a
it pretty
little
well.
bit, right?
Follows the
a
story pretty well,
A
yeah.
long time ago, but somehow in the distant future, or what is it say?
Because it's so past, but yet they got so much historic shit,
Right.
but yet their culture is so in the past. They dress in the past.
I've watched like a bunch of episodes. So like the whole universe, like the start of the universe is like 60,000 years. Like this is the start of society. Like 60,000 years ago was the start of their society. Okay. And they kind of like grew from there, and they eventually became the star traveling people that they are, like shit like that,
Prequels that we saw in the early 2000s.
But they have like gods. Okay. They have like gods.
Yeah, is there
and
a
stuff.
religious aspect?
They have like gods, and then there's like invading people that give them technology. Like, sorry, the whole backstory is like there was this one race that came from like literal like black holes that they
Okay.
made came through this galaxy and took over pretty much the whole of the Republic, but where these people, they were like cannibals and shit, like they got cut off from the Force because the gods were like, you guys are fucked up.
You guys are, crazy.
Yeah, and so they cut them off from the Force, so all of them went crazy. They started killing each other, like this superior race, and they left all of their technology, and that's how.
Sounds like us again.
Yeah, it sounds like. But like that's how they got all their star traveling stuff, because everybody else was like primitive at that time.
Yeah.
And then this race came in and just
That
gave
actually
them
explains
everything.
a lot.
Yeah.
That actually explains. Because I don't know, like, all the episodes are good at explaining like what's happening and then the
don't know about
history
the
of others.
There's so much behind.
That's
the
what I'm
lore.
saying. There's so much before.
Thousands of years, literally thousands of years of history are put into
That's a-
Star Wars.
On Audible, there's literally a million different book titles for Star Wars.
What sucks about that is that those are no longer canon.
They were canon.
They were, and that's
And they're still fucking canon. I don't
were
fucking
fucking
care what
canon.
Disney has
Can-
to say.
canon
What's her
versus
name?
non-canon.
Yeah. Like Nick
Kathleen
Cannon.
Kennedy is the fucking dumb bitch that came in and changed up everything
wow.
about Star
Fuck
Wars.
you, Kathleen.
Yeah, fuck you, Kathleen. I hope you watch this one day.
So Lucasfilm produced the first 6 movies. They sold all their rights to Disney.
I remember that.
Billy, bro.
When they made the sequel trilogy. Now they're making all the shows.
Shitball. The only thing that's good to come out of Disney
Kathleen
is
Kennedy
the-
did fuck everything up.
Bro, the only thing good to
everything
come out
up
of Disney
big
is
time.
all the shows and the in-between movies of the 3 that they made.
Favre and Filoni are saving everything.
Dave Filoni and John
Yeah, Favreau,
Favreau.
bro. He's done. I love seeing his movies, bro. Like,
He acts in the movie, in the shows too.
what's that
He
one?
created the Mandalorian.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
If you ever watch Boba Fett, there's an episode. I don't know. It's one of the final
It's like
episodes.
Stan
of Boba Fett.
Lee.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
he's been a big part of Star Wars and Marvel.
They really stick to the
He's a
lore
fucking
of
G.
like all the details and everything.
Isn't one of the 2 Happy from Marvel?
Yeah, no, it's John Favreau. Yeah.
And like John Favreau, he produced a lot of Marvel movies.
Yeah.
The first Iron Man, he was a producer.
And he
Fuck,
was in
dude,
it.
what's
Yeah,
him
he
and
was in
Vince
it.
Vaughn, and it's like they're in Vegas or some shit, bro. John Favreau, bro, it's a good.
Oh, I know what it is. He's young.
Yes, he is. All right, just
Something
wait a second.
Weekend.
Or look-
No.
The dude's in Friends too.
Yeah, exactly. He's
He directed Elf, right?
I didn't know that.
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't know how big
But
he
isn't
was.
he in it too? Yeah, right. Is he
I'm
in
pretty
it
sure
somewhere?
he's in like most of the movies. That
He's
he
in The
produced.
Replacements. That's a good movie.
I didn't know he was in The Replacements. I haven't seen that in fucking 10 years.
He's in there. He's young.
Is that you there?
So episode 4,
Swingers.
Swingers. Yeah.
I like Swingers.
It's a good movie. All right, it's kind of all right. I mean, it's a good watch. I like him.
So
Yeah. Oh no, but one of that like there's an episode of Boba Fett where it's literally the Mandalorian season 3 opener. It's the entire episode is Boba Fett is the Mandalorian, but he fights this much bigger, heavier set Mandalorian, and it's John Favreau is the one in the suit. Acting him
are you
out.
serious,
Yeah,
dude?
he's a bad motherfucker. John Favreau is he's everywhere, and he's a good actor. He was in
Banging
fucking
Aunt May.
My Name is Earl.
Banging Aunt May, yeah.
I watched that.
Well,
he was the one banging Aunt May?
I mean,
Banging
not
Aunt May.
anymore. Aunt May kind of.
Yeah, she
Yeah, she
died.
cut that.
R.I.P.
Oh well, didn't she cut it off too? Or
Yeah,
no?
she did cut it off, and he was really
Which is kind
heartbroken.
of even worse. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Weirdo.
So when can I see you again?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, no, dude, she just broke up with you. Leave her alone.
That's every dude.
Want to hang?
I'll be over next week.
I know we just got done hanging out like an hour ago, but you want to hang out?
Star Wars and chill.
That might just have to be the episode name.
Star Wars and chill.
You got another question?
As we roll into episode 4, we meet Luke and Leia as they're older, 20 years later. They're grown up. Luke runs into Obi-Wan thanks to these droids that were sent by Leia to deliver plans to the Death Star to Obi-Wan, because the Emperor and Darth Vader have created this. You've heard of the Death Star? It's this big moon-like spaceship that
Just
can
like that
destroy
big thing, right?
planets. Literally, it's a planet-killing weapon. pretty
Literally
much.
blows up planets. Yeah, it's crazy.
So Luke helps get these plans to Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan knows that Luke is Anakin's son. He's like, hey, it's time for you to become a Jedi. Yeah. This is gonna lead into one of my another one of my questions. Yeah, I was gonna lead into what you guys thought about Anakin's lightsaber's path through the universe.
It got handed down like a
joint got passed around
like a wrench set.
So lightsabers are custom to every single Jedi. They go and pick the crystal, like they go to this
It's a
cavern
kyber crystal.
and they literally throw you in and they go, all right, you have till the end of the day because the like cave freezes over. And they're like, you have to the end of the day to find your crystal. And like you go into this cave and it's just like all crystals, but like yours will like call to you. You won't be able to know what it is. But yeah,
Where's
so
my
like,
rock?
So yeah, so everyone's
It's
is
calling me.
custom. But like after the purge of the Jedi, they didn't really do that tradition anymore. So they handed down, Anakin's lightsaber because when Obi-Wan defeated him, he took his lightsaber because he was no longer a
That's
Jedi.
a big pivotal scene whenever he defeats Anakin. You see him picking up the lightsaber.
Picking up old lightsabers is a very big and emotional scene in a lot of different Star Wars series. Like you saw Darth Vader picking up Ahsoka's lightsabers and ended up. Well, I don't remember what he
at
did
the end
with
of
them,
at the end of season 7.
yeah, he
remember
had to
that.
like dig them out of snow after she went whole. I wouldn't even call her rogue. She was basically kicked out of the Jedi Order over some BS.
It also reminds me of like samurais in
Yeah,
a
it
sense.
is.
You know
It
what I
plays
mean?
off a big off of like. Those
Yeah,
old-
like the samurai ascension and everything.
As far
yeah.
as morals and the way they live their life, they took a lot of inspiration from samurais.
Ghost of Tsushima.
I've always wanted to play it.
Bro, I mean, I haven't even finished
That
it
is
all
like
the way.
what they call warrior poets. So like Qui-Gon. So you had the warrior side, but Qui-Gon was more of a Jedi in the Force side. So he
Okay.
tried to become like live everything that he did through the Force instead of tying off himself from the dark side of the Force. He kind of tried to embrace the
Both sides.
good sides of it.
Qui-Gon saw the hypocriticisms. Qui-Gon saw the flaws in the Jedi Order. Qui-Gon's one of the few that recognized that the Jedi Order was not all that they were cracked up to be, and that's another reason why he was.
Bro, I'm telling you, you need to take that Cis side stories home and read it, bro. Like,
Can I
there's
see
some
that
crazy
book?
stuff.
Can I see
Oh
that?
yeah, Count Dooku at one point pointed out to Obi-Wan that Qui-Gon wasn't as loyal to the Jedi Order.
I think in that new Star Wars series,
Oh yeah, Tales of the
we're gonna see Count Dooku's fall. Yeah.
turn to the dark side, as well as what was the other one? Was it Ahsoka as a child?
Yeah.
And how she maybe became to become a Jedi or something. Which, as much as I love Ahsoka, I think there's other stories they could have chose for that. We've seen plenty of Ahsoka. We're about to see a whole series of Ahsoka. I think you could have chose, something different. We've gotten a lot of Ahsoka. Ahsoka's one of the biggest characters in Star Wars. She's about to, you could have chose somebody else to do.
I'm trying to think of what even
that
the other
story.
stories would be. I don't know.
And there's
a lot,
thousands of
yeah.
fucking stories.
Bro, I think they're gonna do like Rex, Captain Rex.
Oh, I would love to see Captain. We better see a live action Captain Rex because they did.
That's what I'm telling you.
And I think that's why they did the Tommaso or whatever his fucking name is, and
he
Obi-Wan.
can do so
Yeah.
much.
His tiny little cameo in Obi-Wan. What are
you
they laughing
do?
about over there?
Motherfuckers.
Oh, dude, yeah, Frog Lady's. That's a great.
Lady?
That's a good episode.
She's pretty hot.
Grogu, there goes Grogu. She
That
fine.
episode fucking freaked me
Bro,
out.
she's carrying my eggs in her backpack.
Hey,
right
Baby
here.
Yoda ate a bunch of those.
Oh, that bitch from Mandalorian. Yeah, she's
Damn
a
it.
freaky looking.
I was trying to have me some Frog Robinsons.
and like I kind
That's
of
fucked up.
find it weird how they kind of just like undermined it. Grogu was sitting there eating her fucking children, and they made it a comic relief. He was eating her fucking children. And they made it a comedic part of the show.
Bro, go to Phasma with the P.
Phasma.
They had
Who am
to
I
spell
thinking
it
of?
like that.
Phasma.
I know who you. I'm trying to picture him.
The silver stormtrooper from the new ones.
Yep, the one who.
What is the funniest part in
any of Star
Any of
Wars?
it, the funniest. Like,
The
give me the
funniest
funniest.
shit.
There's so
Rogue
many
One.
memes out of anything.
You go first, Dane. You go first, and then
Star
Isaac.
Wars memes are like above any other memes.
They are
Star
good.
Wars memes are
What's
the
your
fucking
not
top
meme
notch.
wise? Even though it could have been turned into a meme, but like, what's your funniest moment?
Well, that's what's the thing though. It's the memes that are now making these moments funny. And it's a lot. Honestly, I'd say the
Hello
funniest
there.
shit. Hello there. I'm gonna be honest. When I make certain initial messages on like Tinder or shit, I'll send a hello there gif, and I just find it so fucking funny. But hello there it's just hilarious. Every time I hear it, it's just you fucking
Just
said it.
Obi-Wan hopping into a scene and saying, hello there.
He literally just dropped down, and then General Grievous turned around and said, General Kenobi, and fucking ignited fucking 4 different lightsabers, and it was
Hello there.
yeah. It's probably one of the most iconic lines in Star Wars. But
What about-
they
what
don't
about
have
you,
a whole lot
Isaac?
of comedic scenes.
Well, yeah, that's not really, I guess, the genre, right?
It's literally like there's a lot of different genres of.
I think the new sequel trilogy probably has more comedic stuff in it than
Disney's got a sort of cheese with it. You know what I mean?
like
it's
the
got a
Rancor.
little bit of a-
Not Rancor. The stuff that gets out when they're in Han Solo's ship when they first meet him. You know the monsters that get out.
Oh,
That's kind of
yeah.
like a comedic scene, I guess.
Yeah, and
kinda.
then like another thing, like there's like Star Wars. It's all one story, but there are, you have your 9 movies. You have Clone Wars, which is a totally different genre. It's totally different mood, tempo. Then you have Resistance, which is a child show.
I've never seen that.
Me either. I never watched it either. I think I put it on for
The
my girls
Mandalorian's
once or
kind of like
twice.
a Western kind
Yeah,
of
it
thing.
is literally
That's what it-
a Western.
It gave off a different vibe, and I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about like the newer movies because I did see a little bit of the newer movies.
That's fucking trash.
Force Awakens.
I'll say the chick. What's her name?
Rey.
Bro, she's a fucking badass though. Like the way they
It's
utilize her.
annoying. She's her
This
power
guy
is
over here.
annoying. Her power
What,
is
like
just
too
straight up
strong, or
annoying.
why is it annoying?
They don't
Because
there's
you-
a lot of pushback on how because you're supposed to be raised from and trained from a child and then into a Jedi to have those stronger powers.
And yeah, it takes everybody fucking decades to achieve the level of power that they just like.
What are you talking about? Are we forgetting
Fucking-
Anakin Skywalker here?
I mean, yeah, but Anakin wasn't.
He was still trained.
He was
still
literally
trained.
properly trained in the Jedi Order. Raised
She didn't
in
have
the
proper
Jedi
training.
Order.
She just kind of. Is she the chosen one? Was she supposed to be the chosen one though?
That's a question.
You know,
She's not-
Yeah.
Is skilled. How many times did she fight with the lightsaber in those?
like 3 or
3
4
times.
fucking times.
And
3.
they're all trash. Literally every single one of them is trash.
Yeah, she's known for swinging it like a baseball bat and just.
Because she
swinging it
doesn't
as
have
hard
the
as she
proper
can.
training.
But like,
But when she pulled down the ship,
yeah,
I'm like, all right,
what the hell?
Vader can do that.
Dane, accept it.
I have to, and that's why I don't
I
watch
had to.
fighting movies
I didn't.
anymore. I
A
don't
lot of
watch
people push
those.
back on the. I didn't mind her being able to communicate through the Force. Like I think that's kind of cool. Like a different aspect that they
I
didn't.
thought that
show
was
in
really
the-
cool too. I saw that and I was like you could actually feel how
yeah.
they felt
You
each
can talk
other
about
through the Force.
Can we talk about after death and stuff like that?
Oh, like Force Ghost.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
you
yeah,
have to-
break that down.
You have to like achieve a certain level. It was Qui-Gon who.
Qui-Gon,
was the first one.
Yoda, and Anakin are the only 3 confirmed. Oh, and Obi-Wan are the only 4 confirmed.
To ever exist afterlife through the Force.
So
But
what? They're like, is it like the hologram shit you see when people are talking to them?
It's literally. I mean,
It's like a poltergeist kind of.
It's a hologram without the technology.
Didn't Luke become a Force ghost too?
No.
So like a
No.
spirit.
Yes, it did. No, he didn't. He just projected
Yes, he
himself
did.
in another area.
He died,
He didn't.
he
Yeah, he
did.
didn't become the Force Ghost. He could have if they passed the story on. I
So it's like a
guarantee it.
spirit kind of like.
It is.
But do they stick around like people that they fuck with, or what? You just lost soul going around?
Yeah,
No,
like
he kinda-
You can travel wherever. I mean, the Force is, in every living being. So, I mean, you can really go wherever. Like,
Are you stuck forever? Or do you have
I
like
think
a
you're
mission?
projecting yourself.
You
to the other
you kind of
side.
just like I feel like you're in peace until you want
So
to
the
pop
only
in somewhere.
4 confirmed Force ghosts that we know of were, besides Qui-Gon, were after the Jedi Purge. Name them. Yoda, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Qui-Gon Jinn.
I've seen so many memes of Anakin after like all the younglings like after
Yeah,
they
it's
see
like, hey, it goes. Anakin becomes a Force ghost, and then it's like, what about the younglings? Because he just murdered a bunch of kids. Like,
It was literally
murdered so many more people than that too. Like he was like
through 40 years, he just killed tons of fucking people.
they sent him on all the like missions that they were like, yeah, we probably don't have a chance, but this guy can make it work.
Even as Vader, we saw in Obi-Wan that he fucking just choking kids and
Literally,
like breaking their
he
necks
just
and
he
shit.
just landed in a village, started walking down this village path alley, and all these people are hiding from him. And as he's walking by, he's not even fucking looking at him. He's just brings him out and fucking just kills them out of fucking
Swarming
nowhere.
down the
Do your
stairs and
homework.
shit, like super intimidating. I think.
Walk
You have
by,
to
he
do your
just
homework.
snapping necks as he's walking by.
I was telling Jared about this earlier. A lot of the Empire stuff, which is what the bad side becomes after the fall of the Jedi Order, has a lot to do with Nazism from back in the 40s. So even like you look at Darth Vader's helmet, it looks like a SS soldier's helmet.
Yeah.
They have like
I never knew that. That's
the
news to know.
stormtroopers. They're
the
based
way
off
that
a
they
lot of-
have their flags,
Yeah.
literally like the same
Oh,
way.
how all
that-
the,
They move and shit.
how all the officials
well, no,
are dressed
you know how
like,
they like hang them on the walls, like the
Yeah,
big
straight
drapes?
down.
yeah. All the officials wear like white, like super buttoned up stuff, like SS officers and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's all based on fear. You got the Emperor, and then Darth Vader's fears the Emperor, and then everybody else fears Darth Vader. So it's just
Right.
fucking
Yeah,
down.
and
Pyramid
nobody
scheme.
knows that.
Darth Vader fears.
Well, nobody
the-
knows that Palpatine is really a bad guy. Everybody thinks that he's like a hero because he played it out in the episode 3 that the Jedi attacked him.
Oh, he changed the history.
He changed the history, even
sounds
though
another thing.
the white man.
the white man fucked us over.
And what do you know? It started with a white man killing a black man.
So everybody thinks that Jedi are bad people. Like, you know, like everybody's like, doesn't want to help the Jedi, you know, and so they just think that he's like their emperor. Well, really, he's this fucking big old puppet master, and they think Vader is in charge of like Palpatine. That's how he has it. Like,
He has like
smart
he
to
has
roll
like
like
meetings
that.
with officers, and he'll fucking choke somebody out. Like
literally.
Anybody fucks up in the slightest way, like you're dead. Like you're
I'm
not.
about to say, I think Vader
no
kills like
surviving
20
any kind of
people,
fuck up.
like just from like pissing him off.
Look how big this little fucker is, dude.
What is it? A spider or? Get his ass.
He didn't even move when you hit him.
He fucking sat there.
Hey, he's a gang. Hey, he said, "I don't flinch. I ain't no bitch.
Do it.
I ain't no
I ain't
bitch."
never begged for my life. I ain't gonna start now.
I was at Eagle Creek the other day, bro, and there was this horsefly,
too.
and it literally was like landing on me, and just like it would not leave us. I
can't
ran
stand
like
that.
20
Can't
yards
stand
away,
it.
bro,
Then
and
they
it just
they bite
gangstered up
you.
on me and was like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah.
I despise them, bro.
Those flies like I got time today.
I remember one year at Turkey Run when we were on the canoes, bro. I like got so sunburnt, and there was a horsefly that had just sat on my leg for like 20, 30
And
minutes.
you could see it.
And there was a literal outline of the horsefly on my leg. Oh,
Wow.
bro, it was weird.
You ain't
And it
forgetting
was a
about me.
Huge one too, like that big on my
The
fucking leg.
quarter
That is-
size, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
bro.
they be getting in horses' eyes
Bro,
and shit.
yeah, I know. That's definitely white people problem. I've never had that happen.
They see you and they're like, just go leave them alone.
Even a sunburn. I mean,
Yeah.
I've had a slight sunburn. Like, what the fuck is this?
Like, hey, you just like, he's like, I'm feeling a little bit extra today.
my wife's
Feel-
side.
I feel tight in my shoulders.
Yeah, not us. We're like,
We're just stuck.
I can't go to work today.
Stupid. Get the aloe.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you guys about like Luke eventually tries to rebuild like the Jedi Order, his own temple and stuff like that. I didn't know if you knew about how it fell, and I know Kylo Ren led to that, but
It was that I guess they really haven't gone that much into depth about it.
yeah, I'm not sure like if they had like I didn't know if they put out anything about like it coming up. I saw in was it Boba Fett when they got Grogu back? You saw him building it.
Yeah,
I never knew if they had like
Yeah, he was part of it, but eventually Grogu left to join the Mandalorian again. But yeah, they haven't. I don't know. I feel like you know.
I feel like there was like a flashback in one of them.
Yeah, and they're.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong?
I mean, I know it was like Kylo, but
It's a sneeze.
You know, that's the terrible thing is it all fucking Darth Vader did all these terrible things for 20 years, and through it all, Luke was like, "No, man, you're still a good guy. Yeah, I can feel your goodness." Kylo Ren had a bad fucking dream, and Luke was ready to chop that motherfucker's head off because he had a bad dream. He was gonna kill him in his sleep because he had a bad fucking dream.
Fuck this! I can't
That's
let
in the
this
sequel.
happen.
That's in the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, but yeah, he went through hell to fix Darth Vader.
Do you think that was a sign of him like fearing, like, holy shit, this motherfucker could kill me if I don't kill him first? Like,
Yeah, that's
that's exactly what happened.
But it was and that
Even
and
in the
then-
original trilogy, even Yoda and Obi-Wan tell him to kill Vader, and he's like, "No,
I can't."
I'm gonna save him."
And he did. And he did. That like Ahsoka when he fought Ahsoka was Anakin's Padawan. Yeah, and we saw that all through the Clone Wars series. Ahsoka is one of the baddest bitches I've ever seen in any series ever. I'll stand by that forever.
okay.
She's the new Gray Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah. She's awesome.
It's fucking two white lightsabers.
Yeah.
badass.
She's
Putting in work, baby.
bad bitch right there.
Okay. Is she fine? Where's she at?
Yeah, she hot.
She an alien.
I'd say she's hot. She's hot. I'd call her
She's a hot alien.
Oh yeah.
If her, she got like
It's,
orange skin.
it's the girl from Daredevil, Jared. If you've seen that.
Yeah, Rosario
Are you
Dawson.
serious? Wait, hold on. Wait,
She's also
which
in
one?
Men in Black.
Not the blonde, but the nurse.
Oh, okay. Yep.
She's in a lot of shit, and I didn't know that
Okay,
until she
okay.
got this Star Wars part.
Oh, you
trying to kiss Chewie there?
You're doing too much.
Is that even Chewie? I don't think that's Chewie.
I don't know. I saw
Oh, it is. No.
Are you gonna try that?
The goggles.
dumbass
You
goggles.
can try
goggles
that,
threw me
bro.
off.
Like, do that for the cosplay type shit.
What? Dude.
If there's any
that has
cos-
to be a wintertime
Dude,
outfit.
you know
There ain't
Gumby?
no way.
Gumby, I think you could pull off. It'd be hard because it'd take a lot of makeup.
My dad actually has like a.
big dude,
He actually
so I
went
think
to
he
one of
could
these
pull
Comic
off,
Con things and got a
Obi-Wan's
bunch of
friend.
their signatures.
I don't know who that is.
Who is it?
Who friend?
Obi-Wan's friend in the Clone Wars, the chef. You're a big dude, so you could
and
do
he's
that.
a chef.
Oh.
And you're a chef
pretty
too.
cool. Like, it's like
you could
tying
fuck
in.
his
I was
forearms.
about to say he
and
has like a
everything.
10-minute
Oh, he's the dude with the forearms.
Yeah, that guy.
No.
Forearms. Forearms.
Oh, not that.
Yeah, not
So
that.
it's just a
forearm
normal ass
dude.
fucking dude.
No, he's not a normal.
Does he have
He's
forearms?
an ugly ass. Yeah, pull him up. I'm sure he's in there.
I asked if he had forearms. You
yeah,
said no.
you said he's the forearm dude. So then I'm thinking you're thinking of General Grievous.
I was
who's-
thinking of him.
I'm thinking like Goro from Mortal Kombat when you say, yeah, for his forearms.
Yeah, me either. He's just an ugly, slimy
Star
ass.
Wars chef.
It's gonna have
There's a-
food.
Yeah.
Shit, come on now.
Oh yeah, that's come eat my slop.
Like if you utilize the mohawk,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could. I think you could do that.
Bro, he can whip up some good food, I'm sure.
Space-
like this place
space
has
dish.
a Halloween party one day. You're the chef back there. Is that?
Yeah, look
I
at the
would-
stormtrooper.
And you know what? There's a Jedi Master. What's his name? The fuck. He's the same species.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
He's the
Yeah.
fucking evil, terrible ass guy.
Oh, he just finished.
Oh yeah. He's a Jedi Master, but he did not
Master,
give a fuck about
Master P.
anybody. He will kill as many clone troopers as it takes to get a mission done. And no other Jedi, and every other Jedi cares about clone troopers. They're clones, they're expendable, it's what they're there for. But every Jedi loves and cares about clone troopers.
Come here, little baby.
Can we
They
talk
are.
about the Mandalorian? I guess it's not clan. Was that what you would call that, clan? Like
It's a creed.
Okay, creed.
It's
yeah.
called a creed. It's kind of like, I guess I don't know the full fundamentals of a Mandalorian, but like, it's basically a religion that you
What?
follow. The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah. So they're like, trying to.
It's a creed that you take, and you know I know you get it as a young child.
like
And
the,
once you put your helmet on,
like the Crusaders,
it's kind of
basically.
like a.
That sounds like a mercenary
Like the
type
Knights
deal,
Templar,
but also
basically.
Knights Templar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're like hired mercenaries that like basically just protect your planet. They're literally just like mercenaries.
Okay.
Yeah, and
But they take their culture very seriously.
so
it is a
before,
whole
like-
religion to them, basically.
they were like the main people that like the Jedi went to war with, like 10,000 years before like the movies and shit.
10,000 years.
Yeah.
Sure. Fuck.
War, like
Bro,
the
I'm telling
Mandal-
you, you gotta
Mandal-
look up some of the like timelines, bro. I'm
Darth
telling you, it
Maul
goes back
eventually
like
took over their
60,000.
planet.
Yeah, I know it's long and everything.
One thing about Star Wars is like, you'd be like, I know Star Wars, and then someone's talking about it, like, wait, what?
Nah, you don't know
Like,
Star
what I mean?
Wars.
This is
I think
Star-
I know
this is Star Wars
I
deep.
don't fucking know Star
The
Wars.
dark saber plays a big part in the Mandalorian religion,
Which
It's basically like a
That's how they.
makeshift lightsaber.
Is there a wait?
no, it's a
black?
real lightsaber. Like the.
It's
It
black.
is it made
Like
with like
midnight type
a
looking?
kyber
yeah,
crystal?
it's like a blade.
I don't
Yeah.
remember how it's
Dope.
made.
But it has the
you should look it up
characteristics of a
one day on
lightsaber where it can
YouTube.
fucking cut through
One
shit.
of the
But it
only
looks like a
one ever
blade.
Mandalorian got to become a
Badass.
Jedi, and then he quit.
And then he quit.
Can we look up a
Yeah.
scene? Like I want to see like a cool scene.
But also, man, we got to see Obi-Wan hold the dark saber. And that was fucking awesome. I mean, it was in the Clone Wars, so it was animated.
Yeah,
But it
man.
still looked fucking awesome.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's a pretty
Quit playing.
neat looking little weapon.
Yeah, so basically, whoever, if you fight as
It is basically like the crown of
Either one of
your-
those outfits is the one you were looking at, right?
Oh, hey, look, that big dude. That's Jon Favreau.
That chef? Oh.
That's Jon Favreau right there. The big dude with the shield and the sword.
That's a dark saber. It's like a
And
light,
their armor,
just
their
like a-
armor is made out of Beskar.
Never seen
It's
a shield.
basically
So whoever
fucking
has that
vibranium.
sword is technically the leader of Mandalore, their home planet.
Yeah, and it's literally like their crown. That's
Even
right.
though
That's all it's mine.
this sect of the Mandalorians is like what they call a radical, like a radical Islam.
I knew you were going to say
Well, I'm not even
Wait,
playing.
wait,
like similar-
at that time,
they
didn't
got
they
it.
say that was like all that was left of them?
Yeah,
Was
there's only
those
like
who
one
were on the
sect.
ship
There's only like one
or on
sect
that
of
ship?
them left, and there's only like 20 in the sect.
But in it kind of has a mind of its own. You can see him there struggling to use it.
'Cause
As
it's like
the more that
sunrise.
you fight to use it, the more it's going to fight you, and the heavier it becomes, and the harder it becomes to use. It has a mind of its own.
Because you're trying to control it, and it's like you can't control me, but it's like
anybody can use a lightsaber at any time. You don't even have to be force sensitive to use a lightsaber.
And then here in a
Battle of the
second, can you
Fates.
play that one of Darth Vader's mask?
That is true. isn't it? You don't have to be force sensitive.
Which him put it on.
Yeah. Yes.
Dark Vader, man.
He's looking at you while he's typing.
I am
I can
terrified.
put Dark Vader mask.
Darth Vader. Darth Vader.
Dark Vader mask.
Darth Vader mask put on.
Put on.
God damn. Anakin
typing
Skywalker, Darth Vader, is my favorite character of all
Typing.
time.
Thanks. Who taught our typing class?
I love typing.
Was
I did it in my-
Hollingsworth?
I think it was
Oh my gosh,
sixth grade.
yeah.
I think it was.
Was it Miss Hollingsworth?
That was in
Sure the fuck was. I was in grade.
Stokes,
I
This
Okay,
is after he gets his head.
Yeah, this is right after the Battle of the Fates where Obi-Wan cut off all
full
his
screen.
limbs.
Full screen.
I hate you.
Oh, he said.
Yeah, he screamed.
love you.
He screamed that for like
You're my
2
brother.
minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You're my brother.
Conor McGregor, right?
Yeah.
McGregor.
My wife's in your DMs. Right there.
So Sidious comes to fucking get his ass because he got fucked up by Obi-Wan.
Oh, bro.
Who's he? Let's
Not
see.
just once, but he
So
got
this
fucked
is-
up by
so
Obi-Wan
he's-
twice.
So this is the
Sidious
main.
is coming for who?
Yeah, Sidious is coming for Anakin.
Anakin.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Anakin.
So that's the main bad guy, the head of the heads, and that I love those
That's
red
Palpatine.
clone suits.
That's
bro.
after he's
What are they called?
done
Shock-
Order
no, no,
66.
no,
So those
those
are
aren't
Those
those
throwback
are the,
jerseys.
those are the
Incinerators?
He
Coruscant
just fought
Guard.
Yoda. He just kicked Yoda's ass.
Oh shit.
And Yoda's supposed to.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I don't think that was really him kicking Yoda's ass.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't
Yoda
say
ran.
that was an ass.
Listen,
whipping.
Yoda's-
Yoda ran. That's a good point.
Yoda's like 900
Into exile
years
must
old.
go.
He
He
can
kicked his
barely
ass into
walk.
exile.
I think he kind of knew though. He's like, oh, it's not a good.
Yeah, Yoda was literally just there to like try and
Run, I
stop
must.
him.
Run, I must.
They take him to this fucking medical
Surrender,
center.
I will.
Yeah.
His whole body's been burned. He caught on fire from the lava. Had his.
Oh, wait a minute.
He already has one robotic arm. He had the other one
It
chopped
wasn't
off.
Count
legs
Dooku
chopped
that put
off.
in the order for the
But
clones.
as
It
if
was
the
It
lightsaber
was
cuts
Sifo
you,
Dyas.
It was
it
Palpatine.
Look at
solderizes.
Palpatine.
you
Bro,
beat-
Sifo Dyas.
But yeah, they
It solderizes
yeah.
as it cuts too, so there's no blood.
So
But-
it
but
didn't come
then-
back to
I mean, that's
Palpatine.
better.
It didn't
Yeah,
come back
right.
to
You
Dooku.
watched all the
But
Clone
still,
Wars,
it's-
right?
yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
when Sifo Dyas was in
So he has a robotic
Dooku had
arm.
him and killed him
Going on- they're putting
because he was
robotic
about to
legs
talk
on
to Obi-Wan?
They put another robotic arm on.
It was when he like went into the Black Sun compound.
I've watched all the way through the Clone
Peeling
Wars
off all that
one
fucking
time,
black
time,
skin.
and then I
Oh,
went
yeah.
through and I've watched different story arcs.
Yeah, so there's one where
I gotta jot that down.
Suit
and
on him
watch
with
that.
the respirator because he's breathing flames, so it burned his lungs. So that's why he has that iconic breath. Because he has a respirator breathing for him.
Darth Vader has been played by so many
Watching
different
this in
people.
theaters as a kid when it first came out, I fucking shit my pants. Like, it's so.
Wait, this
I
part
remember
right
crying
here.
after Anakin
if
and
you
Obi-Wan
hear this,
fought.
it goes. Is it up on the actual TV either?
It's not big.
Let's say turn it up on the TV.
I'll be the sound effects guys.
James Earl Jones has been the voice of Darth Vader
Oh, yeah?
for like 50 fucking years.
He died or no? Did he die?
James Earl Jones, he's not dead.
No,
he's
he's
just
still
like,
alive.
Listen to it close. It like a sound you never forget.
Pistons and shit. High pitch.
Connected.
There it is.
the movie ends right there, right?
Yeah. he's on the Wi-Fi now.
Fucking
Oh
right.
yeah, you get the
Hey, does it show him? Yeah, does it show him getting out of that, or does it just show the suit?
Remember he like dismantles the room.
Well, I didn't
and
know
he, like,
this
He
video
fucking goes
showed it.
He goes crazy because he's pissed. He finds his wife's dead. That's like the first time seeing him as Vader. Like,
Yeah.
The lights on him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, watch.
And then the light
Watch.
goes out.
He runs. He gets away from the light.
Because that's the whole point.
Like he's still kind of in the
Parallels,
light.
it's like- isn't
he's
there
kind of in the light right now.
isn't there a thing
I
of
never
George
thought
Lucas
about
is
that.
like?
And then watch, he goes into the
They
shadow.
always do little plays like
Never
that.
fucking thought about
it's
that.
crazy.
And look, he's in the dark.
Uh-huh.
He's looking at the light.
Yep.
You killed.
Hey, bro, you killed her. Watch it, bro. Hey, he's literally like strapped to a gurney right now with like metal.
Oh, he's getting big pissed off.
It is the corniest no you'll ever hear, to be honest.
Literally.
Fuck it.
I just want to say John Williams is a master of composing music. For
Oh my god, yes.
Falls into the. Look at him, he's
He
smiling.
loves it.
Bastard.
Yeah, he literally said no. Like it's literally Star Wars
Watching the Death
is
Star get built.
cinematic. What theater?
Yeah.
Cinematic theater is it is.
You know what I'd love to do one day? We should like rent out the fucking movie theater and just sit
watch
there,
so many fucking
watch
Star
all
Wars
of them.
movies, all of
You
them.
literally can. They said
Or
you
like
could.
every weekend we watch something
6 in
different.
the
That'd
morning
fucking
to
dope.
like
Yeah.
2 in the morning.
How many hours? How many hours of footage are there through the
We
Star
don't have
Wars
to watch the
series?
Disney 3. We can just watch the original.
We bang. I drink a lot of
Yeah,
bang.
I love Bang.
Okay.
Ging.
Drink a lot of bang.
Later,
Energy
what?
to stay awake.
Yeah.
We gotta stay awake throughout this.
Vince is like, wait,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
How much? Oh.
It's some badass shit too.
This
This is when you first see the
Oh, shit.
lightsabers as like they're
Doubles.
supposed to be used. Because like in the original
Wait.
trilogy, they never had like lights. They had lightsaber battles, but they were
Like
clunky.
literally, it was like.
Yeah.
Ding,
This is
ding,
like-
ding, ding.
Not to
Holy
mention
shit.
he's got
this
the
is like-
double edge,
You
bro.
were like, what the fuck? Even Star
He
Wars
can
fans
still
were
do
like,
that
what
shit. He
is
still
this
does that
shit?
stuff at Comic Con. The actor does.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's so dope.
Yeah, there's memes about just the moment that he ignites his second
Yeah,
blade
second
because
thing.
nobody's ever seen a dual-sided lightsaber. So that was
He's a
just
bad
huge
motherfucker,
fucking
too.
moment.
In like all the fucking comic books, they had all
He
kinds of
he
like,
goes from an assassin to like
Another rogue.
running like a cartel type.
So yeah, he runs like the major syndicates in the Star Wars lore, and I really hope that they actually make something about him.
We're talking about Darth Maul here.
Darth Maul.
Yeah, we haven't even addressed that.
He's at this point he's Sidious's apprentice.
You're only in the dark side succession. You're only allowed to have a master and an apprentice.
Only two there are. What is the saying?
Only two there.
There are, yeah.
That's why,
Rule of
like,
two.
every time a new apprentice came up, the previous one was killed off.
Or the
Oh, shit.
Darth
apprentice
Maul
would
was
kill the
killed
master.
off.
The princess would kill the master.
That was
sometime?
before this.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how like Sidious killed his master.
And then got Darth Maul.
And then Darth
Is that
Maul was
part of the
killed.
balance? Of,
No, that's just the rule of the Sith, so that
I mean, you have to
you
die a
don't have
warrior's
too many
death.
people trying to
Be an
imply
apprentice.
their
Yeah.
beliefs,
Right.
imply how they want to run
would
it.
fuck
That's
it up.
why
So is
you
it like
only
this
have
is
a
it?
master
This
and
is the
apprentice.
battle today. I die.
Yeah.
You know?
And once Sidious found out about Darth Maul having an apprentice, Savage Opress, he fucking hunted him down.
This is the best lightsaber duel ever.
Oh yeah.
When Obi-Wan meets Anakin.
See, if the first one was duel of
brothers
face, why
fighting
couldn't I
each
think of
other?
What this one was called.
Dude, like, they've been together for 20 years.
I thought
probably.
this was the Battle of the Fates.
That's what I. Yeah.
That's. Wait, real quick. Didn't Kanye West? Kanye said something about how like who wrote this? George Lucas or something. He kind of said something about it kind of being about George Lucas's life. You know what I mean? Because Luke Skywalker. You know what I mean? George Lucas.
I mean,
He
yeah,
kissed
I'm
his
sure
sister.
He needed to put himself in there.
You
somewhere.
kissed your sister.
He kissed his sister.
Oh, that's fucked.
Oh, he fucking kissed his sister.
I wanted to ask you guys if you're excited for Andor. We talked a little bit about
Yeah,
it.
we just talked
I
about. it before we
honestly
started
haven't
this.
seen the fucking trailer.
Play the trailer.
Yeah, this is a badass scene if you ever watch this. They go at it.
Obi-Wan versus Anakin.
Yeah,
They
look,
went at it
he
forever.
murdered all those people.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
Conor McGregor.
And that's what's crazy. Like Anakin
No,
is
Ewan McGregor.
Anakin is so fucking powerful at this exact moment. I kind of see it as I don't know if this is ever confirmed or nothing, but like
Obi-Wan is
This
like
is
the
like his
defensive-
strongest.
yeah, like you guys know, like in like vampire lore, when they're first turned into a vampire is when they are the most absolute strongest, the most powerful is when they first become a vampire. So I think he is so fucking powerful right then and there because he just now flipped the switch.
So this takes place after episode 3 when everything falls, and before episode 4 when the Empire is rising. You know, we said the
There's
Empire is kind of
what
like
is it,
a
19-year
authoritarian
difference?
like figure in the whole universe or galaxy. So there's pockets of little rebellious circles. And now this is them trying to come together to become what the rebellion eventually becomes.
Okay.
Like a guerrilla type fighting.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see Coruscant.
Yeah, look, that's like their
uniforms.
outfits. Like their captain's outfits and shit.
Whatever get inside their house. Just an answer. The Empire's choking us so slowly. We're starting not to notice. I'm asking
So the Empire is taking over these planets and like scrapping them for resources, enslaving the people.
something real.
Really like Nazi. You think Nazi Germany?
I kind of see the Empire as America.
Bro, I swear that is what they're doing in these.
They put themselves off as these
Saviors.
as these great people,
Freedom.
saviors and freedom, but really, it's tyranny.
at
said
the
this is before
It is
episode
through
4?
fear.
Yeah.
They have
Like
control
before
through
Rogue
fear.
One.
Yeah,
They
this-
just had
This leads up to Rogue One. Rogue One is when they
Saw Gerrera in there. That's what threw me off.
God damn it! I
They-
was trying to think of his name. Fucking Saw Gerrera.
they get the plans to the Death Star. It's like them getting the plans, and then episode 4 is Leia delivering the plans to Obi-Wan.
Oh, yeah.
So Rogue One is like, it didn't, spoilers, but it ends on this like suicide mission of like them trying to get the plans. Everyone dies. It's fucking.
The whole fucking planet
They
is
literally,
blown
with the
up.
Death Star, blow up the whole planet.
You're kidding me.
Not playing, straight facts. Cuz. Look,
I am.
Hell yeah, you got
I can
it.
actually.
Bro, hell yeah.
Look at me, look at me. He said,
I just want to hear, guys.
I can
just
see
want to hear the
sound.
podcast.
No doubt, yeah.
I can hear.
Man, I tell you what, I am glad to be the age that I am. At the peak of Star Wars and Marvel,
Yep.
I am.
True.
What they are doing right now, I am at the age
It
to
used to
enjoy
not.
it at the.
It used to
at
not be
the
cool
best
to be a
place.
Star Wars fan.
I
Oh my
know,
God.
things
Yeah,
have changed.
I think about it all the time.
Things
As
have
big of a Star
changed.
Wars fan as I was as a kid, I remember being on a soccer team. My little dumb ass asked a kid, I was like, "You don't like Star Wars, do you?" And just like, I was a fucking Star Wars.
And he gave you shit for it.
No, I was trying to fucking.
I'll try to get like a new
Yeah.
friend.
And it was like I was being rude about it. Like, you don't like Star Wars, do you?
The question
'Cause that's
slash
a nerd
statement.
thing.
Yeah. You
But
don't like Star
but
Wars.
but I had just stopped watching Star Wars because I thought it was a fucking
People
loser
did give
thing to
people
do.
shit for
Yeah.
it, bro. And then nowadays it's like, and it's not
It's
just Star
fucking
Wars.
you.
Yeah, it's not just Star Wars. It's anime. It's
Anime's everywhere.
You know what I mean? People literally like, My damn brother.
know what?
was in it.
People would make
I got
fun
a
of for
question. Are
watching anime.
cartoons all considered anime?
No. Anime is Asian
It has to be
culture.
like Last Airbender is like the cutoff, I think.
Literally, that's it. And some people don't even
Yeah.
consider that. It's
I like it.
It's Americana anime.
Pretty much,
The
yeah.
anime is like Asian themed. I feel like, and the animation is it's
certain
very
style,
specific.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to
very
say. I don't
specific.
90s
I've
anime is
never
the
watched
best,
an
I
anime
think.
series unless you want to
Watch
count
Cowboy
like,
Bebop.
Yeah,
I probably
Cowboy
never.
Bebop's
I'll
good.
probably never.
Watch.
Fucking
There's another fucking
It's good.
fly in here.
You would
dude.
like that.
like I've watched.
Bro, I've
Invincible.
killed
I don't know if
2
you count
flies.
Invincible as anime.
That was actually really good.
It's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, I loved Invincible. I can't wait for
Fucking
season
shit
2.
ass flies.
What's another one? Fucking goddamn, my mind just went blank.
I thought
so
that was my work
scared.
phone calling in an emergency because that's the exact same ring
Full
that I
Metal,
get when I get an
Full Metal
emergency.
Alchemist, Brotherhood's pretty good.
Isaac's a busy man.
But yeah, we're gonna have to do another episode because there's
Yeah,
so
this
much
is
to talk
part
about.
1.
Yeah.
Part 1 Star Wars with Isaac and Dane. And I think, we covered a lot.
Did.
But yeah, we've covered nothing.
That's the thing about Star Wars, bro.
Nothing. Like there are literally generations. You see people grow from a fucking child to their dying of old age. Literally, you see full lifespans in Star Wars, and it's fucking crazy.
You see full lifespans of people liking Star Wars. Like
40
you
years.
said, kid, you're a kid, you see the first, you just keep growing and growing and growing, and you're excited about new stuff coming out. So part 2 is a must. Isaac, sit your ass down,
Come sign off with us.
motherfucker.
We could do shit about. I mean, we're all nerds here. We could all talk about fucking Marvel, Star Wars forever. We could do
Oh
episodes
yeah.
of Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
Game of Thrones is good.
Especially now because House of the Dragon is
True,
real
that's
close.
coming out, yeah.
When is that? That's real close.
Yeah, close. August, I don't know, 17th, 21st maybe?
What?
House of the
House
Dragon.
of Dragon, Game of Thrones.
You know, I've never watched Game of Thrones. I've only
Oh,
read
man.
the
You would
books.
like it. There's a lot of.
I've only read the books.
See,
not
so
gonna
like, can
say
you
it,
guys
huh?
see at least like the connection that I tied in?
Yeah,
Like,
you
you know
said
what
it
I
at the
mean?
beginning,
Like,
and now you guys
as
are
far
all
as like
about it.
playing powers,
Oh,
and,
yeah,
you know
I
what I
like
mean?
that.
Like,
Betraying people.
Right.
If you would throw them into the same universe, I would definitely put Game of Thrones before.
anything else.
Thousands
Yeah.
of years
Yeah.
before what'd you call it, the alien invasion, where they left all the future technology before all of that even started, because they didn't have any kind of technological shit. They had magic and weird
Yeah,
shit.
like people with like force powers were considered like magicians basically, but like they could like levitate shit. Like
Choke me, daddy.
Oh, the ladies love the Force.
all of the
fuck the force. I'm doing my hands.
Yeah, you can't use the Force in that situation. Well, shit.
Yep.
TLDP, Star Wars Part 1.
May the force be with you.
May the Force be
May the
with
Force
you.
be with you.
May
Dane
the
and
force
Isaac.
be with
Thanks for
you.
coming on, guys. For real.
Thanks for
yeah.
breaking
Thanks
it
for
down
having
for beginners like
us.
us.
Yeah, start with the original 3, and then watch the.
Okay, but
First
all
3.
of you know that Darth Vader. It's really like
It's Darth Vader's story.
it
Anakin's
depends on
story.
if you know that Darth Vader is Anakin.
Well, I think
Skywalker.
everyone knows that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By now, 50
Yeah.
years later,
can't
everybody
You could
knows.
start at 1 and go through.
That's how I did it when I jumped
Yeah.
back into Star Wars 2 years ago or something like that.
It does suck going from 3 to 4 though.
Let us.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. My
It's
girlfriend
fucking
couldn't get
weird.
past the fucking quality difference of.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's a
you know,
huge
this
difference.
they were filmed in the 70s and
Us
80s,
being
bro.
growing up watching these movies, it's nothing to us. I'll throw on the fucking originals before I throw on them sequels.
Yeah.
You
Any
have
day
to,
of the
you
fucking
have
week.
to at this point. Like that's what, like I said,
Be
she just
humble.
couldn't get past the fucking.
I've
fact
put
that it
them
just
on
looked
for
like
bed.
a different quality.
more times than I can count.
Empire Strikes Back hits though. That's good. Right on.
Alrighty.
All
Shout
right.
out
Thanks
everybody.
for watching.
Peace, last
Peace.
dab. This was fun.
Hell yeah.
Everyone go watch Star Wars. Let us know what your favorite one is. And we will be back for part
Watch
2.
the Clone Wars.
Bring up
Wrong.
questions and different topics that we could talk about that maybe you
Wanted to hear more
You
about.
guys make
Yeah.
me want to go watch Clone Wars fucking series now.
Clone Wars is you got to get through like the first couple seasons.
So
Once
I-
you get
I
in there,
literally-
it's in there, and you're oh god, it's
literally
fucking
got to
great.
be Disney Plus. member.
Peace out, blood.